Yes, everybody. Russ and the West Ham Network. Hope you're safe and well. Hope your Friday's going well. It's the weekend's coming. Sun should be shining shiny for the last couple of days. So it might piss down on Sunday, which is Father's Day, so it's bound to piss down. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there for Sunday. Hammers Headlines in association with the KUMB.com boys. 1, 2, 3, 4 stories. I'm spoiling you again. All transfer rumours. It's relentless at the moment, but we bring to you what's been reported. Let's start off with an old rumor. We've had Brozier, we've had JWP, we've had plenty of rumours of players we've been linked with before. Here's another one to add to the list. It's Divock Origi. There we go. Everyone got that on their bingo sheet. But apparently, it seems though Divock Origi could be back in the Premier League next year at West Ham. According to Milan News 24, West Ham are interested apparently in signing the former Liverpool striker from AC Milan in the summer window. The Hammers are trying to convince the £87,000 a week striker to move to the London Stadium, and him and his agents are apparently reflecting, whatever that means, on a potential transfer to the London club, according to the report. During his spell in the Premier League, Origi scored 22 goals and 6 assists in 107 appearances. Now, you can argue that he didn't start a lot of matches for Liverpool. He was a super sub, but it's not very prolific at all, to be honest. He was a squad player at Liverpool. Obviously, we tried to sign him in the summer last year, but he ended up going to AC Milan instead. And that was in the summer of 2022 on a free transfer. He's made 10 starts and 17 substitute appearances for the Serie A side this season. The season just gone, scoring just 2 goals and 1 assist in the process. So he sounds perfect for us. You think with the likes of Antonio probably moving on, or at least coming to the end of his shelf life at West Ham, the ongoing saga around Schumacher, even today we were reporting that maybe Danny Ings could be on his way out. So we do need some strikers. Would Origi be someone who would be a replacement for Antonio potentially, in terms of being one of those guys who could just run the channels? Maybe. But he's hardly the prolific goal scorer we need. And it's just funny how we seem to be linked to all the players we've always been linked with. But stranger things happen at sea. But anyway, all we do is report the news. Let's talk about a French international that we've been linked with. L'Equipe are reporting that West Ham are amongst several Premier League sides interested in Monaco midfielder Youssouf Fofana. He this season became a French international and featured in Le Bleus World Cup campaign in Qatar, and is expected to leave Monaco this summer. The former Strasbourg midfielder was reportedly coveted by PSG, but their interest has since cooled, according to sources. He's got 1 year left on his current deal, and Monaco reportedly believe that it's now the right time to cash in on Fofana, in the same way as they're looking to potentially cash in Axel Desai, who a guy we've also been linked with, as well as Man United, the centre back. Obviously, we play in the Europa League next year, so that could be a good plus for them. And we've made our first steps apparently towards signing the midfielder, who is also of interest to several other Premier League clubs, as well as Inter Milan. Fofana's currently considering his future. RMC Sport have added that Roma are to be added to the list of interested parties, and are reporting that Monaco are wanting a minimum of 35 million euros to part ways with their influential midfielder. As I said, he's 24, so same as basically Declan Rice, same age, and would be a lot cheaper. But we'll see what happens. I think something will happen with. Obviously we're linked with him and his teammate Axel. Be great to do a double deal with them, because Axel's a fantastic centre back. He can play left back as well if need be. But yeah, we'll see. We suppose we need money first. And actually, speaking of money, I at lunchtime did a little sort of show about how I would spend the Declan Rice money. So let me know what you think. We'll get Anton and Holly's views and stuff like that on doing little pre-records in the next couple of days as well, because I think it's quite an interesting subject. Let's go more close to home and look in the Championship. Apparently, West Ham are tracking Sunderland centre-back Daniel Ballard, according to The Sun. The Northern Ireland international only joined the Black Cats permanently last year from Arsenal, and that proved a very shrewd bit of business for them, actually, to be honest. and they've done quite well in terms of the market, utilising the loan market, but also picking up, say, good youngsters. Obviously, we've got a couple of our boys are over there now, and they obviously were unlucky. They got to the semi-finals of the Championship playoffs and lost to Luton, who obviously went up. But they've done well in the loan market, but also picking up guys like Daniel and Jack Clark and people like that, and moving him on for decent money. Although Daniel was injured towards the latter stages of the campaign, something which could have been. You could have maybe said their downfall against Luton could be put towards their centre back. One of their star centre backs not being there potentially. He could potentially continue with Sunderland, and they could have another push for the Championship. But apparently, West Ham are keen, and obviously the Arsenal ties. He's a London boy, by all accounts. As I said, Northern Ireland international. Is he a London boy? Let me just check that. Actually, I know he played for Arsenal, but we'll see where he was born. Just assumptions. Stevenage. He was born in Stevenage. Played for Millwall and Arsenal as well. As a Northern Ireland international, we've got a good pedigree of Northern Ireland players. Obviously, with young Callum Marshall being called up to the full Northern Ireland side, maybe he have a little word when he's on international duty. That would be nice. But apparently, Rob Newman watched him in action for Northern Ireland back in March. I think they lost that game 1-0, but he was relatively impressed, and a deal could be done. And again, it goes along with some of the things we've been saying. We've been hearing that where they can, they'll prefer homegrown or people who have played in England as their background, rather than coming in completely fresh from another country in terms of bedding in. So I know that two people previously weren't. Actually, Origi was, but not was what's his name, Fofana. But obviously, Daniel has got experience playing in England, so we'll see. Interesting one that one is, because that's a real left field one, and those type of the ones interest me a little bit, where they just sort of come out of nowhere. But again, we'll keep an eye on that. And as I said, and a fourth one, and this one's bloody Carl Walker. Oh, it's just crazy at the moment. Apparently, West Ham are reportedly keeping tabs on Carl Walker's situation at Man City. It was reported in an article from The Athletic. There's a high chance he'll be leaving the club in the summer. He's 32, I believe. And this has quickly led to some interest, apparently showing in the fullback, who will be entering the final year of his contract at the Etihad soon anyway. According to a report from 90 Minutes, West Ham, Villa, and I believe Sheffield United as well are keeping an eye on Walker's situation at City in case he becomes available for a potential transfer. Bearing in mind how City have a track record when it comes to selling their players to Premier League sides, they don't seem to be as precious about doing that. The likes of Gabriel Jesus, Zinchenko joining Arsenal, Raheem Sterling went to Chelsea. It seems when their usefulness, their shelf life at Man City is up, they don't mind selling them on to whoever wants to pay the money. So it's easy to see why the idea of Walker going to another top flight side like West Ham, like a Villa, maybe back to his hometown in terms of Sheffield United, has come up and could result in a transfer. It's not beyond the realms of possibility. You look at someone like Gundogan as well. He's apparently Arsenal are looking at him, and so they don't seem to be as precious as other sides are. It's almost like, right, okay, you're done. Anyone can buy her if they pay the money, basically. But we'll see what happens with Carl Walker. I think that in the old Rusty Rimmer rating, that'd be very, very low. I'll be honest. I'll be very, very honest. And that's it, my friends. Thank you very, very much for your time. Keep an eye out for tonight. We've got Irish Tommy's back with the Late Late Show. It's his first one since he won a title. We've won a trophy, so he must be happy. So if anything, just come and watch Irish Tommy being happy. It'd be a very unusual thing. But that'll be on tonight, hopefully. Keep an eye on that. And the only way you can keep an eye on that is by subscribing, hitting the bell notification, so you're made aware every time we put new content on. And until next time, have a lovely weekend. Have a lovely Father's Day. If you're a father, and all that good stuff. And take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith, my friends. European champions, that's what we are. Much love. Bye-bye.